Hello everyone, welcome to the third video on Model Context Protocol demo series. In the first video, we have seen how to create a simple to-do list MCP server using Python, and we have seen how to interact using Cloud Desktop or GitHub Copilot. In the second video, we have seen how to create a network device controller MCP server using Python. In this video, we will see how to create a to-do list app with date support. In the previous to-do list app, we were just giving only the task and the completed status, but now we'll see how to add even the date support. I'll go to VS Code. This was the app which we have written earlier, and here we have function for loading the task, saving the task. Then we have three tools available. One is for adding task, then for marking a particular task as complete, then for listing the task. I'll take a copy of this. I'll rename this to with date. And this particular script I explained in the previous video. You can have a look into that. Here I'll change the name with date, and I'll create a new JSON file here with date. Okay, previously we had this file. Now we are going to create another JSON file with date added in it. These two functions are going to be same. And it is going to load the task. Now here we need to add a logic to parse the date from the user input. For that we can use a library called dateparser. I'll import that from date parser dot search import search dates, and we'll change the Python interpreter here because currently we are using the network controller interpreter. Shift Command P. Before that, I'll copy this Python. Shift Command P. Select interpreter. Enter interpreter path. Paste it. And as of now, we don't have date parser available. We'll go to the documentation of date parser. So this provides modules to easily parse localized dates in almost any string formats commonly found on web pages. So we are going to use this for parsing the date, and here we are using search dates. From OpenAI, we can even use the JSON schema and all for parsing this, but to simplify it, I'm using date parser. I have already created a video on the JSON schema on OpenAI. Here we can see one example. If we use search dates, and if we are giving any date in this format, it will be responding in datetime format. Okay, and it will be even giving the user input here in a tuple, the first element. In the response, within the tuple, the 0th element is going to be the user given text, and then the first element is going to be the parsed date. So we'll use this. I'll close this and I'll open the terminal. I'll get into to-do list app, and under pyproject.toml we have only MCP CLI now. I'll give uv add date parser, enter. So it has added the date parser. Now, so that error is gone. Now under add task, I'll add the logic for parsing the date from the task input. So here I am creating a variable called parsed date and using the search dates function, passing the task, and here we'll be getting the actual task and the due date. Test this. What we can do here, I'll do a print of due date, print of task. In the task, what we are doing is we are removing the actual date input from the text. And we'll try to run this directly. I will trigger this using our task, then tracking on 21st June 2025. I'll give UV run to do list app with date. Enter. Okay. Now in this print, it is giving us the due date in this format, and it has stripped the date from the task and printed the task. So like this, we can client meeting on 22nd June. It is printing the date in this format. So in this way, we can use search dates. And here also it is adding all the details. We can delete it because we need even the date in the JSON file. We haven't done that because here, if you see, we are still using the old logic. Under new task, we are giving only this data. We can comment this print. Here I'll add one more key called due, and we can add this due date. So now whenever we pass a task to add task, this will try to parse the date from that and extract only the task details, then create a dictionary with ID, task, then whether it is completed or not, then with due date, append to the task, this logic I explained earlier. Then we'll be saving the task. In save task, it is reading the particular file and saving the data. And this also I explained why we are using the global for next ID. And here this complete task we can keep as it is because we just need to pass only the task ID to mark it as complete. For the list task, we can add the due date. I'll paste it here. So from the dictionary, we'll be getting the due date, and we can add that date also in the final result. Now we'll run this using MCP Inspect. I'll give UV run MCP dev to-do list app with date.py. Copy. Click on connect. We need to go to tools, list tools, and list task. Here now we have two tasks. Let me check the file. So here we have two tasks. And if you notice here, in this code, I have already added this. We don't need this code. I added for testing it. Delete it. We'll run it again. Click on connect. Clear list tools, list task, run the tool. So it is saying that your to-do list is empty. Here I'll add a task. Client meeting on 8th July 2025. Run it. So it is added. Now we can check the file. So it is able to add the data. Now if you want to add this into Cloud Desktop, I think I have already opened the settings, Cloud Desktop settings. We'll call this with date, then copy the path, put it here. So now we are using MCP demo, new directory, cancel this, close the Cloud Desktop, we'll open it again. And we can see here to do list with date. What are the pending tasks? Enter. Okay. I'll keep mark completed. Enter. And we'll check it in the VS Code. So completed, true. Same server, you can even add it into your GitHub Copilot. We have seen this multiple times. In the next tutorial, we'll see how to create a simple Python client using the library MCP use. I hope this video was helpful for you to understand how to create an MCP server. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.